Yo, 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 we're Strange Hours from Austin, New York. I'm Kobe, I sing and play bass.
I'm Louie. I play guitar. I shred that shit.
Hey, I'm Harley. I play the drums.
Ancient spells, aliens, and comedic psychosis.
I don't know where. All right, I'm gonna say melodic, dark, um, and emotional.
Psychedelic, raw, and grimy.
Piano, guitar, violin. Um, I don't play the violin. I mean, I tried playing. My friend gave me a violin, and it was like a child's violin from like third grade elementary school. She had in like a closet or something. It was good stuff though. It was fun to play because I could only play like a couple notes. But it sounds. It should. I love it. Fucking string instruments are my jam. I play the bass too. I'm probably the best bass player in Strange Hours, actually.
Very debatable.
So, anyways, the drums too. Um, and also I like the lap steel. That shit's fun too.
All right, I play some guitar. I play clarinet, and the reason, oh no, I don't play clarinet. I played it when I was in like elementary school, because
Word, me
I
too.
wanted to
be
I
like
wanted to
Squidward.
play klezmer music because I'm a Jew, and it was just like something I just loved. Like I would get so angry, and for some reason back then, and I would just plug in like my like headphones and listen to klezmer music, and I was just chilling.
I play a little bit of everything. Bass. I play guitar. Play a little bit of piano. But I'm pretty shy at everything right now.
Yeah. So I think Dead, Pelle from Sweden, the goat man himself, of course, from Mayhem. I I'd love to fucking collaborate with that guy, but he's dead. Fucking asshole. Um, Lil Peep, that would be funny. That would be very funny. And um, what's it's on the tip of my tongue. Ian Curtis. What am I?
That's what I was gonna say.
You're just naming
Or-
dead people.
Yeah, there's
Because there's no good alive people. Let's be real. Everyone alive sucks.
what's this motherfucker's name? Oh yeah. I'd like to collaborate with the clone of myself. That shit would be crazy. Imagine, yo, you can't tell me that shit wouldn't be crazy. A clone of yourself to collaborate with. I'm done. I'm done.
That's true. Like, what if my other name is the Rat King, so but like the Rat King is like my evil side, and my evil side comes out in the music. But I'm gonna say three people that I would dream to collaborate with: Jim Morrison, um, Jim Morrison, because the Doors are like one of my biggest influences. Um, I'm gonna say Gigi Allen, and I know he's a piece of shit, but his music just slaps. There's something about Gigi Allen and Danzig. I feel like Danzig's a big. What the fuck are you doing? Danzig's a big influence uh, on me vocally, and so
Um, I don't know if I'd collab with this one for Strange Hours, but Orville Peck. A little bit of Yeehaw. Never did anyone any harm. Fat Mike from No Effects, just a big fan. And Satan, once again, just
Can I say something?
big fan.
Can I?
So Louis and me have been making music together for God knows how many years, like since we were just little kids. You know, our first song that we ever had as a band, Strange Hours, was Rat King, and he wrote that when he was in like middle school, which is kind of disturbing. To read the lyrics pretty fucked up, and
We had to censor them a little bit for the new age.
yeah, we say the word spit a lot. I promise you now, I'll spit on this crowd. I'll spit
Promise you
like
the original
the
lyric
original
wasn't
ones
said.
were shit. So I promise you now, I'll shit on the crowd. You know, it was just a little too much for me at the time because I don't shit. No, I don't. But anyway, Louis and me have been making music for a long time. We had this band called Jet Black Revenge, and we fucking sucked.
We're on Bandcamp still.
No, don't promote. No, we were so bad. It was embarrassing, actually. But that's kind of like Louis and me kind of gained this special connection with music. Like we just get stoned and songwrite. Like that's just like amazing. I feel like, and we just have a special connection. We have a similar like sound that we both want to create. But the first Strange Hours practice was Louis, me, and two other guys. I was just singing. I wasn't playing bass because I didn't want to focus on. I just wanted to focus on my vocals. But that was basically the first time it was like maybe in January 2018 or something, and I just got out of the hospital, the psych hospital, because it was pretty fucking crazy shit. You know, my life gets pretty nuts sometimes. But I was just out of there, and we played Rat King for the first practice. You want to say anything, Louis?
Rat King sounds a lot different than how it was supposed to sound. It almost sounds nothing like how it sounded like in my head. So, it really goes to show how different Strange Hours is every time a different person is in it, and uh, that's why when we've had people leave the band before, or we've had people been we've had personnel changes basically, and we totally understand the differences that the different tastes that people might have, and the different directions that people want to go in. So there's a reason that songs like "Death of a Firstborn" came out now and not maybe a few months ago, is because maybe that song just wasn't ready to come to fruition under the conditions it was in. You know, there's not enough. There wasn't the right people. Maybe, who knows? It would totally sound different though if we had someone else. That's for sure. And we appreciate very much the changes and the different flavor that other people bring. And we love Harley's added colors now.
Yeah, Harley is new to the band. She just joined like a few months ago, and it's just a perfect blend. Like I remember our first practice, it was just we just knew, it was just something so special, and I was so happy and thrilled about it because there was this connection that we needed, the Strange Hours connection, and we just clicked. You know,
Also, the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I was just walking around Austin on acid one day, and we ran into Kobe, and Kobe was like, "Hey, we just fired our drummer. We need a drummer." And I was like, "Hey,
no,
I play drums." Oh, well, you were like, "We might fire our drummer," and I was like, "Oh, well, I play drums, and now I
Yeah.
play drums in this band."
And
it worked out pretty well.
It was all through Matt, actually. This is all through Matt because Matt is a friend. Matt's right there. Matt's been my friend and Louis' friend for so many years since I just started, like even in high school, and I've known Matt for such a long time. And basically, Harley dates Matt, and so that's how we met. And they came to our show at the Ning Factory in Brooklyn, and I thought it was really nice. You guys gave us like extra money for the tickets, and that just melts in my fucking mouth.
guys were kick ass.
Covers. Well, you know, one of our songs that we have on all music streaming platforms, our latest EP, Catharsis, sorry, is actually House of the Rising Sun, and we do our own take on it. But we also do we've covered like the Misfits, and Paranoid by Black Sabbath, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Just jammed some.
We've
good,
jammed.
some good old ones. We just jam sometimes. You
Yeah.
know.
Something like Dion Toward, you know. I mean, fuck me, bro. They have there's a lot of controversy behind them, but you know, pasa nasa like get dong, my man. You know, bro. Yo, that shit's fucking hard, and you can't tell me you can't like. I know their new album looks fucking stupid, kind of a little bit. Like, and it's very off-putting. And every time I play it, people see it on the computer screen. They're like, "Can you please like change the song or like take that off the screen?" And I don't blame them. But yeah, you know, Dion Toward that shit's the stuff. But don't tell anyone I said that.
Yo, honestly, Britney Spears, and yeah, I'm just thinking about that song "Womanizer," and the lyrics are garbage, but it's the melody, and melody is what I love about music. And I don't know, the first time I was ever like introduced to her, I was with like my dad watching MTV and my sister, and I was like a little kid, and I saw the music video or a glimpse of it, and I saw Britney Spears naked, and I was like, I've never seen a naked woman in my life, and I was so blown out of I was so blown, like my mind was blown, like it was like I was it was incredible. It was like taking acid for the first time.
Scared.
It was like taking acid for the first time, and ever since then, that song sometimes just randomly gets stuck in my head, and it's a good song though.
I can't help it, but every time I get drunk, I listen to ska music. Real Big Fish, just bust out the trumpets. Anytime that BAC starts getting up there.
Death Crush by Mayhem. Can you imagine coming out there, and then you go up on the thing. They're like, all right, guys, do your fist bump or whatever, and you fucking throw them off your opponent, and then like you just like crack his skull open, and he like fucking dies. It's like, yes, I win.
Yo, I was gonna say Chainsaw Gut Fuck by Mayhem. I think it's perfect. Perfect.
What athlete would you be? What athletics would you be performing?
What would you do with your chainsaw gut fuck?
Does porn count as a sport?
Sure.
Delivering babies.
Sure, Barbados Slim won gold medal in sex and limbo. He's the only man to do both.
Good shit.
Come out to Sami Zayn's entrance song. Just a huge fan of the guy. Great wrestler. Kicks ass. Big kicks. Love the guy.
I'm gonna say "We Sold Our Soul to Rock and Roll" by Black Sabbath. I listened to them. Maybe it was like 5 years old. It was the first time I started listening to them, and that just got me into music and rock and roll. And I wanted to be in a band ever since. And I'm gonna say "In Utero" by Nirvana. I feel like that really captured their sound, and there's something about that rawness that I kind of wanted to create myself. I know I'm not. It's not even an album. I'm gonna say a play, Phantom of the Opera, because a big influence on me vocally is like musical theater, and I think I think it's really because my mom was an actress and did musical theater, and I feel like that's where my voice is strong at, and so I'm gonna say Phantom of the Opera is.
My dad got me into drums, and so I would say like three big bands that he just sort of instilled in me is like, these are really good bands. You should learn how to play them on instruments. People will like that. And it was The Who, Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin, and it's never really failed me before, so pretty good.
The Who? So after the first time I really got inspired to start picking stuff up again, instruments and stuff, is after listening to Teen Suicide's album "Waste Yourself" on YouTube. I say on YouTube because that version has that version has a non-acoustic version of their song. We found two swans and filled their dead bodies with flowers, and that shit was my jam. I always played that, and that song really helped me get more comfortable with my singing and my playing. And after I was ready to branch off of the lo-fi stuff from which Teen Suicide really put me onto a bunch of lo-fi stuff, the sound and the aesthetics, which I know that the microphones kind of did first, but Teen Suicide got to me first through Tumblr and the internet. Hold on, 1 second. Immediately after getting into Norwegian black metal, through stuff like The True Mayhem and off their records like Death Crush and freshly off of The Mysterious Dom Satanas. I started listening to Burzum because I really fucked with Varg's shit. His
He's a piece
well,
of shit.
yeah,
But he's really
he's
talented.
he's a fucking idiot from what I've seen and heard from him. But he's really talented musically and he's awesome in the musical sense. His bass work, his bass lines
Incredible.
on Mayhem is fucking disgusting, disturbing.
I mean, they give me an erection.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I can't lie. That yeah.
It does. It's
So,
beautiful.
Dunkelheit by Burzum, that one was awesome. It really made me feel comfortable with recording myself on electronics, like plugging that shit straight in, and just hearing the tone of the guitar and being able to. I felt like I had lots of control over the sound. Really, really fun. A little bit of a production tangent I went on there for a few weeks. And then finally, Suicide Boys. I wouldn't say any album in particular, just their Kill Yourself sagas. Probably part 1 and part 3, the Bud Dwyer saga. Yo, did anyone else see the Bud Dwyer video and just like, I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool how Suicide Boys they kind of just do whatever they want, and it sounds good to me at least. And they put in their own aspects from rock and from punk music and from anything else they can find. And I really enjoy their stuff. I really enjoy how they brought elements of darkness from rock into rap and built upon what 3-6 Mafia did. Alliteration first, because I feel like they really been there for us since as far back as I can remember. And also, Worn Thin is pretty awesome. Nosedive, for damn sure.
You're a
Those guys
fucking
are
dick. I would told you leave me one band so I could say. I'm gonna say Dork. Dork, they're pretty cool guys, and their music slaps. So definitely Dork.
Shout out to Honolulu Babylon. I was on a project with their guitarist last year. It's kick ass. It's the Psychosomatics. Look it up on SoundCloud or Spotify. It's pretty good.